Good morning. I am Dr. Bala Murugan, Professor Chemistry, NPR College of Engineering and Technology. Today, we are going to see liquid fuels. In the fourth unit, today we are going to see liquid fuels. So, petroleum. So, what is petroleum? So, petroleum is generally obtained under the earth crust as a fossil fuel. As a fossil fuel, so obtained at the earth crust. So, which is also called as crude oil. So, it is a naturally occurring liquid. It is a naturally occurring dark color or brown dark color, black colored, highly viscous liquid which is present at the earth crust, very deep. Okay. So, this crude oil is a mixture of paraffinic, olefinic, and aromatic hydrocarbons with small amounts of organic compounds like nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. So, major constituents in petroleum oil or crude oil is paraffin oil, olefins, aromatic hydrocarbons, etc., along with a small amount of nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. So, here is this table describes the average composition of the crude oil. So, carbon content approximately 80 to 87 percentage of carbon content, hydrogen content 11 to 15 percentage, and sulfur content 0.1 to 3.5, nitrogen and oxygen content 0.1 to 0.5 percentage. So, this is the general composition of petroleum oil, crude oil, petroleum oil, crude oil. Okay. So, next classification of petroleum. So, petroleum is classified into three types. Petroleum is classified into three types. First type is paraffinic base type crude oil. Paraffinic base type crude oil. It contains saturated hydrocarbons from methane to C35, C1 to C35, along with small amount of naphthalene and aromatics. So, paraffinic base type crude oil. So, saturated, there is no double bond, triple bond. And second type is naphthenic or asphaltic base type crude oil. So, it contains cycloparaffins, cyclic compounds, cycloparaffins, naphthalenes, and small amount of paraffins and aromatic oils. And third type is mixed base. So, mixed base type crude oil. It contains both paraffinic, asphaltic hydrocarbons, paraffinic and asphaltic hydrocarbons. Okay, so classification of petroleum oil is three types. So, we have seen three types of classification. Okay, next topic is refining of petroleum crude oil. So, refining petroleum or crude oil, it is a process. So, having so many steps. So, this is the fractional distillating column of petroleum. See the diagram. So, whenever we are studying a process or diagrammatic question, first you have to see in a glance the diagram. So, this is the fractionating column for petroleum refining, distillation of. So, see that there is a furnace and fractionating columns, various fractionating columns are present here. So, let me go one by one. So, this process refining of petroleum crude oil consisting four steps approximately. So, the crude oil is obtained from the earth crust, so it consists of oil and water droplets and some other unwanted impurities. So, after removal of the water and other impurities, the crude oil is subjected to the fractionating column, fractional distillation. So, during this fractional distillation, various fractions are obtained various fractions are obtained. So the process of removing impurities and separating the crude oil into various fractions having different boiling points is called as the refining of petroleum. So refining process is nothing but the process of removing all the impurities and separating the crude oil into various fractions with the different boiling points. So this process is refining of petroleum. So the steps are, first step, separation of the water. So this process is called as, also called as Cottrell process. The crude oil from the oil well is extremely stable emulsion along with the salt water, sea water, salt water. So first it is allowed between two highly charged electrodes where the colloidal water droplets are combined to form large drops, then separated from oil. So they are passed through two highly charged electrodes, okay, where colloidal particles of waters are combined together forming a large droplets. The second step is removal of harmful sulfur compounds. So sulfur compounds present in the oil is unwanted one. They can be removed by treating the crude oil with the copper oxide. So the copper sulfide is formed, which is separated by filtration, separated out by filtration. So sulfur is removed by treating the crude oil with the copper oxide, which is converted into copper sulfide, and that can be removed in this filtration process. And third step is important one, fractional distillation. The purified crude oil is then heated along, so it's heated to 400 degree in iron retard, where the oil gets vaporized, completely vaporized, converted into vapor state. The hot vapors are then passed into the bottom of the fractionating column. Bottom of the fractionating column. So then in each tray, the gases are condensed one by one as a valuable products. So the fractionating column is nothing but the fractionating column is a tall cylindrical tower containing a number of horizontal stainless steel trays. So horizontal steel trays are present in the cylindrical tower. So each tray is provided with a small chimney covered with a loose cap so that the high temperature gas can escape from via the chimney. So see the fractionating column. So there is a stainless steel trays are arranged in horizontally, okay, and there is a cap. So each tray there is a cap and chimney like arrangement is also present. So crude oil is first passed in the iron retard furnace to 400 degrees centigrade, where it is converted into vapor phase. The vapor at the 400 degrees centigrade is passed through fractionating column. So according to their boiling point, so one by one we are getting valuable products. See the fractionating column. Okay, let me go to the area again. So when the vapors of the oil go to up fractionating column, they become cooler and get condensed at different trays. The fractions having higher boiling points condense at lower trays, whereas the fractions having lower boiling point condense at the higher trays. So the fractions having higher boiling point condenses at lower trays. So lower boiling point condenses at a higher trace. The gasoline obtained by the fractional distillation is called straight run gasoline. So the gasoline produced by this fractional distillation is called as straight run gasoline. So various byproducts are formed at the different temperature. Let me see the table. So uncondensed gases boiling ranges is 30 degree. Carbon content is C1 to C4, which is used as a fuel, and LPG under the name of LPG fuel used. And second fraction is petroleum ether. Its boiling point range boiling is 30 to 70 degree. Carbon composition C3, C5 to C7, which is used as a petroleum ether is used as a solvent. And third one, gasoline or petrol. So boiling range is 40 to 120. Carbon range between C5 to C9, which is used as a fuel. Petrol is fuel for internal combustion engine. And fourth one, naphtha or solvent spirit, which is called as solvent spirit. Boiling range is 120 to 180. Carbon content is C9 to C10, which is also used as a solvent in paint and dry cleaning. Next one, kerosene oil, 180 to 250 degrees centigrade, C10 to C16. Carbon atoms, carbon composition, C10 to C16. Fuel for stove and jet engines. Next one, diesel oil, 250 to 320. Boiling range is 250 to 320. And carbon content C15 to 18. Diesel engine fuel. And last one is heavy oil. So 320 to 400 degree boiling point and C7 to C30. Carbon content C7 to 17 to C30. Fuel for ships and for production of gasoline by cracking. So while we are cracking heavy oil, we are getting petrol again. Okay, these are the various fractions obtained during the fractional distillation of petroleum oil. Next one is heavy oil and the fractionation gives. Again, the heavy oil again is refractionation gives. What are the products are given? Name of the fraction is lubricant oil as a lubricant, petroleum jelly or Vaseline, which is used as a medicine and cosmetics. So we are using in day-to-day life during winter times petroleum jellies and Vaselines. Grease is used as a lubricant. And next one, paraffin wax, which is used as a candle, boot polishes, etc. And pitch above 400 degree, which is used to making roads and waterproof roofing, etc. So these are the fractions and their uses. So while we are getting crude oil from the earth crust, crude oil is obtained from the earth crust. Okay. So first impurities are removed, water removed, next step harmful sulfur removed, then fractional distillation is carried out in fractionating column. So where it is heated to 400 degrees centigrade and converted into vapor. So the vapor is passed through fractionating column where various fractions are condensed. Higher boiling point condensed at lower trace. Lower boiling point condensed at higher trace. So these are the seven fractions obtained during the fractional distillation. And also again heavy oil is again refined, refractioned and we are getting lubricating oil, petroleum jelly, grease, paraffin wax, etc. So thank you. Next class we will see synthetic petrol manufacturing. Okay, thank you.